Hello everyone, this is Daryl Guberman. I just got this notification before I go out. I just want to let you know that the DOJ, Department of Justice, is looking into the Alaskan Air door blowing out. Several weeks ago, I think it probably was precipitated by me. We reported this whole mess to them, and it's possibly me, maybe somebody else, who knows. But I will say this, the Department of Justice sits on the American National Standards Institute, American National Crediting Board, and I'm going to show you real quick, and then the video's done. You'll find the rest of the data down below because you have to know this. One agency watches over another agency, okay? And we want to show you this, and here it is. You have the American National Standards Institute, which is a private, not-for-profit, non-governmental corporation, been around for 100 plus years. It's got federal agencies and corporations on board. Let me just say this as well, okay? ANSI ANAB are the underwriters for the International Accreditation Form and also the International Laboratory Accreditation Cooperation. The IAF is incorporated in Delaware. It is a repository for national and international accreditation bodies. You've got ILAC, which is over in Australia, but ANSI and ANAB take full legal responsibility. They are underwriters. That's number one. Number two is Boeing. On a supplier bulletin requires you to get an AS9100 certificate. I'm going to show this to you, an AS9100 certificate accredited by ANAB. The reason why is because Boeing, you're going to see, sits on ANSI ANAB's board. Okay, they mandate it on their supplier portal. So you have their supplier bulletin in 2002. It basically says, send in your AS9100 certificate accredited by ANSI ANAB. Send in your parts, and Boeing doesn't have to do an on-site audit. That's number one. Number two is you have the supplier portal that calls out ANSI ANAB or international equivalent, okay? And then on top of it, Boeing sits on their boards, not just the board of directors and board that can grant, suspend, and withdraw certification, which froze my company out for many, many, many years. Just 2 years ago, a company in Texas, okay, wanted to use me. I've known the guys since 1998. I was interviewed for a job in 1998, as a matter of fact, down there in Garland, Texas. That's as far as I'm going to go with the business. Stan and Steve, excellent people. We were on the phone. Stan and I were on the phone with two Boeing purchasing people who didn't know their ass from page 10. I have to tell you the fact. It's really true. It really is. But you know something? They said, we only use ANSI ANAB accreditation. Why? Because they sit on the board. They force it down the supplier's throats. They also have it on the supplier portal that they have. And they also sit on the board. So here's Boeing sitting on ANSI ANAB's board, right over by the FAA. But the kicker, ladies and gentlemen, and then I'm done, is a factor that the Department of Justice, who's investigating that, who I reported this to, they sit on there. So do you think anything's going to be done? This is absolutely, as Patrick Shanahan expressed himself back when he was Deputy Secretary of Defense, when he was asked about the F-35, he said, the program is fucked up. And then you discover that after their 801st F-35, Lockheed Martin, they're still producing aircraft with defects that we, the citizens, are paying our hard-earned tax money to. It's a garbage aircraft. It's not just the program fucked up, the aircraft is fucked up. So you have that situation. You have the Department of Justice sitting over by Boeing, okay? Sitting over by Boeing. Can you imagine that? And then you have the factor, okay, the factor of 7 different registration companies that sit over by Boeing, and it is absolutely deplorable what is going on here in the quality arena. And I'm going to leave it there, ladies and gentlemen, because to get any more out of this is, oh, here it is, just to show you. You have 7 different registrars that are ANAB accredited, okay, that use the ANAB, that sit there. In fact, Intertech is Spirit Aerospace Systems, choice of registrars. So they're all intermeshed. There is no confidence in the integrity of quality. In fact, the integrity of quality is down, but Boeing and ANSI ANAB, they're underwriters, which they are. Restrained trade is a monopoly. And we have the Department of Justice that I complained with 3 weeks ago concerning this issue. My telephone number is 203-556-1493 or Daryl, DAROL, TQRS at yahoo.com. Let me know in the comments below, because it's going to be in the description, all the data. You let me know what you think about this. I'll talk to you soon. And this video today was about DOJ. Up, and away. That's what I have to say.